Hi, welcome to my video. So dear children, we are going to learn a beautiful poem today, and it is from Unit 1, The Castle. Do you know the word castle has two different pronunciations? In British accent it is castle, whereas in American accent it is castle. So let us go with that first one, castle. And what does the word castle mean in Tamil? The word castle means kotai. Yes. So this beautiful poem is going to open our eyes today, as you and I are going to learn a valuable moral today. Yes, I believe that the end of this poem will change your life. So firstly, let us start up with the poet. So I'm going to give a small detail about this wonderful man, Edwin Muir. So he was a Scottish poet. He was born on 15th May 1887, died on 3rd January 1959. And he was not only a poet, he was novelist and translator. And he is remembered for his deeply felt and vivid poetry. It's a very famous poet. Secondly, we will talk about the figure of speech used in this poem. So the poet has used three different figure of speech. First one is allegory. The whole poem is an allegory. Do you know what is the meaning of allegory? Allegory is used to interpret or reveal any hidden information or idea from a poem or story. So as I told you, this poem has a hidden message to all of us. So I believe that you will listen to me keenly to find that hidden message. Okay? And secondly, he has used alliterations, as every poet uses. Third, personification. I hope you know what is personification. So here I've given some few examples. So go through it and try to understand what are they. The next thing that we are going to learn is glossary, word meanings. Okay, so there are a few words in this poem which may confuse us. I'm going to give the meaning of all those words both in English and Tamil. First one is turret wall. It means defensive wall with a small tower at the corners and sides of a castle. The picture is here. In Tamil, கோட்டை மதில்களின் மேல் உள்ள சிறிய கோபுரங்கள். Number 2, mowers. People who trim grass and level the lawns. Tamil, தோட்டத்தின் புல்லை செதுக்கி சமப்படுத்தும் ஊழியர்கள். Mowers. Provender means food in English. உணவு. Next word is towering battlements. It means tall towers with openings to shoot the enemies. எதிரிகளை சுடுவதற்கான அமைப்புகளுடன் கூடிய உயர கோபுரங்கள். Next, tier. One above the other. ஒன்றன் மேல் ஒன்று. Friendly allies. Helpful or supporting nations or armed forces. Means உதவி நாடுகளின் இராணுவம். Foothold. A place from which an advanced military operation is made. காலூன்றி முன்னேறும் இராணுவ நடவடிக்கைக்கான இடம். Quick. Here in this poem, it means alive, உயிருடன். Bait. That means something intended to entice someone to do something. நியாயமற்ற முறையில் ஒரு காரியம் செய்ய ஒருவனுக்கு கொடுக்கும் லஞ்சம். That is bait. True. We all know what is the meaning of true. Loyal and faithful. நன்றி மற்றும் உணர்வுடன், விசுவாசம் உள்ள அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். Wicked. Evil or morally wrong. தீய குணம் உள்ள, அதான் wicked. Wicket gate. A small door or gate. சிறிய கதவு. Wizened warder means an aged or old guard. வயதான பாதுகாவலன். Maze. It means a winding, intricate, confusing path. குழப்பமான பாதை. Treacherous means disloyal, விசுவாசமில்லாத, துரோகமான. Groan. Lament or cry. அழுதல் அல்லது புலம்புதல். Lament means புலம்புதல். Next word is citadel. It means a place of safety, a safe and strong fort. பாதுகாப்பான வலுவான கோட்டை. Overthrown means conquered or defeated. கைப்பற்றப்படுதல். Maintain. It means believe. Here the word maintain is used as believe, நம்புதல். So now I would like to give a brief summary of this poem. So this poem tells the story of an unexpected battle. Unexpected battle is எதிர்பாராத விதமாக ஒரு யுத்தம். So this battle is so different in this poem. No weapon, no weapons, no fight, nothing. But still enemies won the battle. So how? So what happened there? That is what we are going to learn from this poem. So see, the gates are strong there. High walls, thick walls, high towers, and soldiers, vigilant soldiers, and brave captain who is in the castle. But still enemies entered into the castle and they took away their wealth. So what has happened? So let us see. Now let us hear the explanation of this poem. The poem starts like this. All through that summer at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall we watched the movers in the hay. So see how the soldiers are stress-free. Why are they stress-free? Because they know that the castle is very strong. The king inside the castle is strong, brave man, and they have loyal soldiers in all the gates. So no one can enter into their castle. That's why they are stress-free. And moreover, their gates were strong, the walls were thick, and the towers were high. So that's why they are stress-free. So the first line clearly tells us they have no fear on enemies. And what they do is daily from the turret wall we watch the movers in the hay. So no worries, just they watch, sit and watch the movers. Movers means people who level grass, right? So they just watch the movers leveling the grass in the hay. So fourth and fifth lines. And the enemy half a mile away, they seemed no threat to us at all. So see here, the enemies are very close to them. Like nearly half a mile is 800 meters away from the castle. So they are at the camp. At any time they may attack. But also, they are not worried about it. So, and the enemy half a mile away, they seemed no threat to us at all. The enemies were half a mile away and they seemed no threat at all to anyone in the castle. 6, 7 and 8 lines. For what we thought had we to fear? And one of the soldiers is getting a thought in his mind that why should we fear? Because 7th line tells us clearly, 7th and 8th lines, with our arms and provender load on load. So see, they have enough weapons, that is our arms, okay, with our arms, enough weapons, and provender means food, they have enough food. So not enough food, more than enough, because see, load on load tells us that they have more than enough. Our towering battlements, tier on tier, towering battlements, that the towers and the whole castle is built with layer of layers, so no one can enter into their castle. Now 9th and 10th lines. And friendly allies drawing near on every leafy summer road. That is, friendly allies is நட்பு நாடுகள் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா. So they are very close to them. So why should they fear? Fear for what? Nothing. So 11th and 12th lines. Our gates were strong. Here comes the description of that castle. Our gates were strong, Our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. So see, look at their confidence, because the physical appearance of the castle is very, very strong. So our gates were strong gates, walls were thick walls, and smooth and high, no man could win. They know that no man could enter into their castle. Since 13th, 14th, and 15th, a foothold there, no clever trick could take us dead or quick. So they know that no clever trick can be played upon them, no prank can be taken place, because they are vigilant always. No one can cheat them. That is what this line tells us. Okay, no clever trick could take us dead or alive. Even no trick can take them dead or even alive. So they are very much vigilant. So only a bird could have got in. Means they tell us that only a bird can enter into this through the gates or into the castle, because we know that animals are harmless, birds are harmless. So what the poet, the narrator, emphasize in this place is no man can enter into this gate. Birds can enter. It tells us that we can't stop birds because they are free to move anywhere. Okay, because birds are not our enemy. The humans are enemies for human. So that's why, to emphasize, the narrator has used this. And 16th and 17th lines. So what could they offer us for bait? Our captain was brave and we were true. So the narrator tells us no one could be lured to enter. Means no one can cheat, no one can give bribe. Okay, bait, bribe, லஞ்சம் சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, லஞ்சம் கொடுத்து கூட அந்த கேட்டுக்குள்ள வர முடியாதான். So what could they offer us for the bribe? So our captain was brave and we were all true and loyal to our king, because the soldiers are strong enough, the soldiers are loyal enough, and the captain, the king, is brave, so nothing can defeat them. In 18th, 19th and 20th lines, there was a little private gate, a little wicked gate. So here at there were different gates, many gates, and one of the gates was a little private gate. No one can enter, it's private gate, because that way leads to the gallery where the king's wealth is protected. Okay, so there was a little private gate, and that little private gate was guarded by a very old guard, old soldier. Okay, a little, 19th line, a little wicked gate. A little small, wicked is evil. Okay, there was a little private gate, a little evil gate through which the enemy was let in by an old guard. The old guard who was there at the gate, that little gate, this guard took bribe from their enemy. Okay, and he let them through the gate, and the enemy easily entered into that castle. And this is how the twister is coming here. The enemy bribed the old guard and they entered into the castle. Now 21-22. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone. That is, maze means our winding and confusing path, because no one can enter into that confusing path, intricate path. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone grew thin and treacherous as air. So what happened is, the soldier is telling us, is lamenting. Lamenting means pulambal. Oh, our winding and confusing path grew weak, because they thought that no one can pass through this difficult path. But enemies had entered into that path, confusing path, grew weak and disloyal as the air paved the way for the enemies to enter. So here the beautifully words are assigned. Grew thin and treacherous as air means, like the air is full of deception. The air gave way to the enemies to enter in. This is what the poet is telling here. 23rd, 24 and 25. The cause was lost without a groan, the famous citadel overthrown, and all its secret galleries bare. So what happened? The cause was lost without a lament. The famous place of safety, because the castle was known for safety. Castle was known for strong. The castle was known for what to say? That's a famous place of safety. The citadel. Citadel means here the poet is mentioning as Aranmane. Okay, so citadel was overthrown by the enemies, and all its secret galleries became empty. So what happened now is the enemies entered into this gate, and they took away all the wealth of that castle. 26th and 27th lines. How can this shameful tale be told? So now the soldier is lamenting, and he is shedding tears on this shameful act. Because how shameful it is, because one side the loyal soldiers are protecting the castle. They are very much vigilant that no enemies should enter into that castle. But what happened is this old man, this old soldier, he took bribe from the enemy, and he let the enemy enter into the castle. So this is a shameful act, shameful story, because they can't tell to anyone else, because people will laugh at them. Okay, because the castle was well known for safety. But what happened now? Enemies entered into the castle, and they went away. So I will maintain until my death. The narrator wanted to hold the tale until his death. He did not want to disclose this shameful act to anyone else. He did not want to share this secret to anyone else. And last 3 lines, we could do nothing being sold. Only our enemy was gold, and we had no arms to fight it with. So the guards could do nothing but being sold. Their enemy was money. So because of money, enemies entered into that gate. This shows the greediness, okay, the greediness of that old soldier. He took money from the enemy and he gave away. Means he let the enemy inside the castle. Dear children, it's time to learn the moral of this poem. So what made the soldiers to lose their battle? There was no fight. No weapons were used, no death, nothing, but still the brave soldiers lost their battle. They failed to protect their castle. They failed to protect their castle's wealth. They lost everything. And really it's a shameful story for them. They will not forget until they die. So how can we compare this poem with our life? See, dear children, the castle is our life. And the greedy man is compared to evil sin in our lives. So what is sin? So whatever we do against God is sin. For an example, theft, falsity, deception, disobedience, hatred. There are so many. If you have all these in your heart, if you give place to all these in your lives, so definitely you are going to lose your life. The world we live in is full of deception. Everyone in this world is selfish. Stay with God. Don't run behind the world. That will deceive you. Stay with God, and you will receive the eternity. That should be the ultimate goal of a human being. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. Yeah.